Sun and Moon. Sunrise 5:51 a.m. Sunset 6:32 p.m. Moonrise 12:16 a.m. on 28th August. Moonset 1:36 p.m. Tithi Lunar Day. Krishna Navami, the 9th day of the Krishna Paksh, waning moon, until 1:33 a.m. on 28th August, followed by Krishna Dashmi. Significance: Krishna Navami is traditionally considered a day of introspection and spiritual activities. It is a time for resolving conflicts, both internal and external, and for seeking divine guidance. Nakshatra, lunar mansion. Rohini Nakshatra until 3:38 p.m., followed by Mrigashirsha Nakshatra. Rohini, known for its nourishing and creative energies, it is a favorable time for artistic pursuits, gardening, and business expansions. Mrigashirsha, associated with the search for knowledge and spiritual wisdom, it is a good time for learning, research, and new beginnings. Yoga. Harshana Yoga until 8:31 p.m., followed by Vajra Yoga. Harshana Yoga, considered auspicious, bringing joy and success in endeavors. Vajra Yoga can bring obstacles if not handled carefully, best used for activities that require strength and determination. Karana. Tatila Karana until 1:52 p.m., followed by Garja Karana until 1:33 a.m. on 28th August, then Vanija Karana. Tatila, favorable for starting new projects and tasks that require a strong foundation. Garja, ideal for activities involving cooperation and teamwork. Vanija, suitable for business activities and trade. Paksh. Krishna Paksh, the dark fortnight of the lunar month, a time for introspection, spiritual activities, and reducing excess. Samvatsara. Shaka Samvat 1946, Krodhi. Vikram Samvat 2081, Pingala. Gujarati Samvat 2080, Rakshasa. Auspicious timings: Shubh Muhurt. Abhijit Muhurt 11:46 a.m. to 12:37 p.m., highly auspicious for initiating new ventures, making important decisions, and performing rituals. Amrit Kalam 12:28 p.m. to 2:03 p.m., another favorable time for significant activities, ensuring success and prosperity. Inauspicious timings: Dur Muhurtam. Rahu Kalam 3:22 p.m. to 4:57 p.m. Avoid starting new or important activities during this time, as it is considered inauspicious. Yamaganda 9:01 a.m. to 10:36 a.m. Another period to avoid for critical tasks. Gulikai Kalam 12:11 p.m. to 1:47 p.m. Not favorable for starting new ventures. Dur Muhurtam 8:23 a.m. to 9:14 a.m. and 11:04 p.m. to 11:49 p.m. considered inauspicious. It's best to refrain from significant activities during these times. Varajam 7:43 a.m. to 9:18 a.m. and 9:17 p.m. to 10:54 p.m. times when it's advisable to avoid important tasks due to potential obstacles. Planetary positions. Sun, Surya in Leo, Sinha. Moon, Chandra in Taurus, Vrishbha, transitioning through Rohini and Mrigashirsha nakshatras. Mars, Mangal in Taurus, Vrishbha. Mercury, Buddha in Cancer, Karka. Jupiter, Guru in Taurus, Vrishbha. Venus, Shukra in Virgo, Kanya. Saturn, Shani in Aquarius, Kumbha. Rahu in Pisces, Meena. Ketu in Virgo, Kanya. Additional observations. Disha Shul, direction to avoid for travel north. Traditionally, it is advised to avoid traveling northward on this day. Chandra Rashi, Moon sign Taurus, Vrishbha. Shaka Samvat, 1946 Krodhi. Vikram Samvat, 2081 Pingala. Gujarati Samvat, 2080 Rakshas. Ayana Dakshinayana, the southern journey of the sun. Ritu, season Varsha, monsoon season. Significance of the day. Tuesday, Mangalvara ruled by Mars, Mangal. Tuesday is associated with energy, courage and action. It is a good day for tasks that require physical strength, competition and determination. Rohini Nakshatra, ideal for creative and growth-oriented activities. Mrigashirsha Nakshatra, favors intellectual pursuits and new beginnings. Good and bad yogas. Harshana Yoga brings joy and success, making it an auspicious time for activities. Vajra Yoga requires caution, best for tasks requiring strength and resilience.